Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Friday, and because it's Friday, I did say we were going to do something in Sandbox, but this is not quite what I was going to do. But I thought, what the hell, let's have some fun with it. So welcome to our pool supply company. We have got a little shopping mall here. You remember my series, What Are We Missing in Oldpinnacove? We've built a little strip mall here. Well, I did, quietly in the background. And as you can see, it's going to have a little takeaway shop. It's probably going to have like a second-hand shop, a bookshop, and you can tell me what should go there. But this is the pool supply company, and I'm thinking we're going to have some fun with it because we have a little swimming pool here. Oops, that needs to be, oh, it's shadow. So we have a swimming pool here. We have our pool filter somewhere. There is our pool filter. Can we put it on the side? Yes, we can. We can have our pool filter in full view of the public. We can have, what else do we have? I don't think we've got a net to skim the pool, do we? I don't think so. We've got pool drains. Should we put in all the pool drains in here just to showcase what you can get? And then we can have them all inside on the shelf inside. There we go. All our different pool drains. And for the stairs, I don't know if these are going to, no, they won't, but they will. There we go. They weird, but let's move them. Can we move them? Move them sideways just a little bit. There we go. So this is just What the Heck Friday. And then we can go into the store. As you can see, it's quite a big store. We have a little office here for the people, and then we can have, this is to the delivery drop-off area at the back. I was just having a little bit of fun, but we're going to put another swimming pool against this wall, seeing as we've got it. And oh, it fits perfectly. Will the door open? Yes, it does. Awesome. And then we can do the same blue on the inside. And what should we do on the outside? That's a little weird. I must say it's a little weird. Let's shrink it just a smidgen. That should be enough for display purposes. What do you say? And then let's just move it a little bit. Ugh. Goes into the wall, doesn't it? Alright, let's put it into this wall instead. I think that will be better. And then we can build a shelf. And you know how you, well, I don't know if you guys go to the same pool stores we do, but you go to the pool shop and there's like this little baby swimming pool there, and it's got a creepy in it, and it shows you all the different things that you can get. And we can probably, yes, you see, we can put these on a shelf so you can buy your own. Ooh, the silver one. Well, it's not really silver. I thought today is the perfect day for it. I'm just in the mood for something slightly wacky today. Now, the question I have on these little gadgets here is they do fit on the wall. So if I put that on the wall there, does it come? No, that's awesome. Oh, I didn't paint that ceiling. Oopsie. So we can have like a whole display of these. I suppose we should put up some shelves. But we can have a whole display of these on the wall. The one thing they didn't give us is a creepy or a pool cleaning device. So I don't know what we've got in the way of, I know we've got pipes. It would be under installations. So we could do something like this if we did it in like a matte plastic would work. And the pipes usually are white. So we could, okay, come on, stand up. Thank you. And let's, yes, I'm building stuff today. I'm in the mood for building. So I'm guessing you would pop that in. It would be on a long squiggly pipe, but I mean that's beside the point. But we need a head. Where is the vacuum cleaner? How do they spell vacuum? How about this? So if we made that into a matte plastic. Yes. And that. Yeah, like instant electrical problems here. But we've got like a creepy. It's like a vacuum. There we go. We've got a pool vacuum. I'm sorry. It's just been one of those days, and I think that's a pretty damn good idea. And we need some shelves. I'm sorry. It's been a week. Lots of interesting things happening this week, and I'm just in the mood for something light-hearted and interesting. So let's go with, it's a pool shop, so we want something light and cheerful. Let's do that, and we can color it. What do you think of that? Or you can put some shelves up here, and the shelves can have all kinds of interesting stuff in them, because you need stuff like chlorine, and you need other stuff, and you need other stuff, and we can probably do, is it under cabinets? That counter. Where is the counter? Store counter. There we go. So we can do it. I think this one will actually be perfect. We can have it here in between the two doors. And that blue doesn't look bad. What do you say? Almost the same color as the shelving over there. And we can probably put these on the shelves. I would probably put them on the skinny shelves. And then I suppose we're going to need some of these pipes. Sort of type thing. Okay, and we can maybe put some of these on the shelves over here. No, we can't. It will only go on a floor or a wall. Yeah, fine. I can live without you. It's okay. Wall. You don't want to go. Ooh. Okay, so that one doesn't want to go onto a wall. But that one will. That's interesting. So let's do different colors of that. And you are just not interested. Okay, you can sit on a shelf, which is weird. I'm not going to argue with it. Okay. So those are pool drains. So let's change. Don't sell it. Let's change that to... not much change, is it? Okay, let's go with a shiny plastic. And how about a grey? That looks pretty good. And how about... that's not bad. Can I change the... yes, I can. Let's make that blue just for the sake of it, because we can. How's that look? And I'm going to have to get some posters, but it's a good start. And then we can maybe put a couple of these on the shelf. Can we put them on the shelf? No, they only go on the wall. Okay. I'm okay with that. Ooh, no, don't duplicate the whole swimming pool, please. There we go. Now we need chemicals. But we also need... no, hold on. Let's go back to the pool. Because we've got all kinds of stuff. Where can we put this ladder? This ladder will stand like that. Okay, if we swing it this way around, will it sit in? No, yes it will. Sort of. Okay, I can live with that. We are going to have to build some platforms, I think. So if I took... what am I doing? I have no idea. Let's take a rough plaster and make it swimming pool blue. Over here. And we took that. Would that click on there? Come on. Yes, look at that. Perfect. You have your ladder, you have your basic ladder. Okay, we can do a white one. There we go. Awesomeness. And then if we wanted to, we've got all these different things. So let's put them around, and then we can find a place to put them. That makes sense. Yep, the dolphin. Of course the dolphin. It's huge. What else have I missed? The slides. I don't think we have place. We can probably put a slide in the middle of the shop like this. Like, hi guys, come buy your slides from us too. And can you imagine all the neighbors' kids coming in and just playing in the pool shop? Hey, what the heck? Why not? And then we are going to need... where are the bags of cement? They are here, aren't they? Now obviously this won't be cement. This will have to be like chemicals. and stuff. Where are we going to put this? Let's pack it like that, because then you won't see the word cement if we're lucky. There we go. You can just see bags of stuff for the pool, the important stuff. And I think the buckets are here as well. We haven't got anything other than that, but we can go with a white chemical bucket. I think that's the lid. Yes, it is. And of course we would like probably black handle. And we can put our pool chemicals in here. Because everybody needs chemicals. That works for me. What do you think? What am I missing? Probably we could go as far as paving around the pool. We could do that. I'm just thinking what we can use from here. These bricks are nice to be used as paving samples. The only problem is you can't use all the finishes on them, as you can see. So you can do like the pebble, which is not bad, but you can't do everything. So I think we'll just use our little block friend. And there is a net somewhere. I know it's not where is it? Hobbies. Sports. There it is. Fishing net. But you know, it will be fine. it will be fine as a scooper for the pool. No, all those pesky leaves. Some people are going to be experiencing winter about now, or coming into autumn, whereas we're going into summer. So this is appropriate for us here in South Africa. And hey, what the heck? Let's do a light grey handle. And what colour is the net? Ew. It looks terrible. Okay, and how about no? There we go. That works for me. Why am I pushing all the wrong buttons? Now for the other chemicals, the only thing we really have is our big jug of laundry detergent, which will work if we give it a blue lid. Because, you know, there we go. Will it fit in this shelf? Yes, it will. Pink label, on the other hand, not so much. But that looks fairly convincing. What do you say? And then we can maybe do a display. Can we do a display of these buckets? So if I did this, can I put... Yes, I can. Okay, so if I did another one. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. I will make you. But I don't really want to do that. Okay, it's a little far away. I swear it's set there. There we go. No, it won't. Fine, I'll make you. See that one, Will? There we go. Let's just move this one closer a little bit and see if we can get that. Yes, 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 and yes. So we've got all our chemicals, we've got our drains, we've got our edges for the pool. So what we need to maybe do is sort of display these. Do we want them on bricks or should we just display them as is? I think maybe just like this in the corner. But we need to change them. These colors are terrible. Let's go for shiny plastic. We can maybe do that in a gray. And then last but not least, we can put up some samples on the wall of edging. So the edging around your pool. Let's just take that off. Then we can put a folder or a file or something like that out. Let's do across here. And let's look at stone edging. Now, what would you put around your swimming pool? Would you like concrete with pebbles? You know how that absolutely causes havoc as soon as it starts deteriorating, because you get all these little baby stones all over the swimming pool. So that's really good for your pool. Maybe a straight, no, maybe not a straight concrete block. Natural stone. These would probably not work, but maybe the slate tiles will. Those are a little small. Better. And down there. Okay, and then maybe brick. There is bricks. Here's brick. I'm not a big fan of the red brick. Maybe marble. We do marble around the pool. Or how about these bricks? They're terrible because you can't really get, they don't line up like bricks do in the real world. But hey, it is what it is. Sure. Let me get all the edges. I missed that in. That's fine. Okay. We can do the subway tiles. Those will be pretty. Maybe we go for white. It does come up as grey, but that's okay. We can live with that. While I'm talking to you, there's a fire raging outside in the green space behind us, which is a little scary. The grass is very, very dry. Sandstone would be good if we can get a decent color sandstone. How about that? Do we want a pattern? maybe just like that. Material, color, and then you have to go back for the size. I don't know. What am I doing wrong? That's pretty cute. Okay, that looks good. And then for the last one, let's do marble just for the heck of it. You know, marble is really not the thing to go around swimming pools. But sure. Let's take the pattern off. There we go. Marble gets super slick when it's wet. Ooh. Okay. And then we can maybe put a little table here. Maybe a console table, something like this. And we can go with the white legs and wow. Can put it there. And should we put them together just like that? Will a file actually fit on this table? This is the question that we have to always ask ourselves. All right, can I open that? Yes, I can. And it's not going to fit. That console table is way too thin. So scrap that idea and find us a regular table. I don't need anything fancy. Maybe we should do an outdoor table. How about this? That's going to be too narrow again, isn't it? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's do like a wooden top. That'll work. We can put sort of what is available for all this and prices and all that good stuff. What do you think? And then what else? Oh yes, test kits. Those usually come in round containers. Or square containers. Where are those new bottles? Or Tupperwares? We've got Tupperwares. Yeah. How about something like that doesn't quite look like a test kit, but it's fine. We'll just do that. That could be chemical. There we go. And we can have some chemical kits behind on a shelf behind there. For the sake of it, because we can. I'm thinking of this. Let's just go plain white. Will these fit? Why? Really? Guys? Sorry, just resetting my brain briefly. I'll be back. That one doesn't stretch. That one doesn't stretch either. And it only, I think, sits one way because these tabs that go into the wall are on the one side of it. So we're just going to have to do the regular shelving for the heck of it. Darn it. Alright, let's start here. Let's see if that will actually fit these things. It fits them just. Okay, I can live with that. We have all the test kits, like these are the heavy duty ones. I suppose we should have like a second kind, sort of the, okay, let's copy that to there and change the color of the lid to say green. So if your pool is looking a little sad, you can use this one. They didn't give us any new pictures with swimming pools, did they? That makes sense, sort of. Definitely not centered. That's more centered than that one. Okay, can live with that. But we need some like adverts and some happy pig people, and I don't think they added those. Not really. But I suppose that could work. The seashells, you know, I don't think so. They didn't give us any. I'm going to have to go look for some. I think as a start, that's not bad. And then we can do the fancy lights coming down off the ceiling, the industrial one, like this. And instead of that color, we can go with the blue. Can we do white? Yes. That looks good. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, I don't have a ceiling in here. That's the roof. Okay, let's you can see I'm having a okay, smooth stucco. Let's go with white. And that should be high enough. No, that is. Ooh, I'm not flying even. Let's do that. Just clears the windows. That works for me, because this is 4 meters, way tall enough. But maybe we need to take that up one more. So let's undo that and take it up to there. That works. Now, shall we start over here? Should we just leave it in the middle or should we move it across? I don't know how bright these are. Let's see. I'm going to make it blue. We probably need to change the walls. That's pretty bright. It should be fine. So how about, why am I hitting that button? I want that button. All right, let's start with, let's go with the smooth paint. And maybe we can do a graduated color. Starting, let's start literally here. We can run it up the wall. Okay. Ooh. That is very bright. Ooh. I'm doing that, don't I? Maybe we need to tone it down just a smidgen. Okay, let's start with that one at the top. Sort of to there. Ah. Is that the next one down? No, I don't think it is actually. No, it isn't. Better. Is that colour, isn't it? Better there. What do you think of that? Is that too intense? It's fun. I'm going to have to bring you around the corner. It's cheerful. There we go. Whew. That's a little intense, but it works for a shop that sells cool stuff. And even though that is in the middle, it doesn't feel like it's centered, but it's fine. Can we get behind here? Just move that out a bit. And we need a till. Now where would the till be? Is it here? Electronics? There it is. So we're going to want white, and we're going to want blue. Oh yeah. All the blues, all the colors of blue in the rainbow. And then what else do we need? We've got the pool cleaners. We've got the drains. We've got the bags of chemicals. We've got the jugs of chemicals. We've got the buckets of chemicals. We've got spouts. We've got pools. We've got, I suppose, that's it. What do you think? And then through here, obviously, will be the owner's office. Oh, the other thing would be, should we change the flooring? I'm thinking just a straight concrete, maybe in a large cut. Let's see if the rotation is right. Yeah, that'll work. That's better. It takes that yellowness out of the blue. So that works for me. Oh, and then these we can just pop them up and pop them back in because we're lazy to paint. Because we're lazy to paint. Alright, so for the owner's office, let's keep the concrete, but we can put a carpet down. So let's do the carpet already. Then I don't have to fight with anything. And we could probably do a pattern. Let's not do a fluffy carpet. What do you say? I can't see trying to get chemicals out of a fluffy pattern. Either that, actually that will work perfectly. Maybe rich blue. Oh yeah, water carpet. Standing out here? Absolutely. Now I'm thinking of a lighter blue on the walls. If we go with that blue, I think it's going to be too intense. So let's go down to here. We never did get that ceiling in here either. That's fine. Ooh, we got a gap there. I think I need to fix that. Let's just do your white ceiling again. There we go. We got a little box. Now if we go through here, we're outside, so we can probably put one of these windows in here. Yep. In fact, we could probably put 2 windows in here. And change that to there. Then you get some sunshine. That'll work for me. Let's take it up one. Better. And then we can put a desk in here. Now, if you were the manager or the owner of the pool shop, what would you use as a desk? I would probably use something that is fairly chemical resistant. I'm thinking of something like that. But let's put that on that side. Hate those knobs. Don't know why. It just is what it is. We can make the drawer blue. And we can make the top maybe polished wood that's not orange. Again. So, where would you put this desk? I like the fact that it's got like the gap here on the side. You can throw some stuff in it. if it fits. Probably doesn't. Oopsie. Oh, it does. Look at that. So you can put your green ones. Excuse me. And the blue one. There we go. We can probably get one of these just parking on the table. No, not the whole desk. Just that. He's been testing it for somebody. You know, actually, you know what we need in here? We need a jar. Because I know, I have done it. You go to your pool shop. You've tried everything. And nothing has worked. What you do is you take a jar of the water and they'll test it for you. Don't know if you've got that, but we certainly have. Okay, do we want just a regular chair? Let's do something like that. Something fun. And probably some filing cabinets. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they are... No, they're small storage. There you go. You can actually keep a record of your clients or your suppliers or whatever. And if I'm not mistaken, these stack. No, they don't. Damn. Okay, it's fine. We can put some shelves up if we need. And some... We're probably going to need some more chairs, aren't we? Maybe something very basic. Okay. And then on this corner, we can maybe put a couple of... We're going to have to shrink the carpet, aren't we? Resize the carpet down to about there. And then we can put some cabinets in here. Probably a fridge. Dishwasher. Don't need a dishwasher. Let's just do a straight up fridge. And we can maybe show off our pool edging there. What do you say? And we'll probably use... Actually, you know what? Your basic cupboard is perfect for this. Actually, let's see how much we can get in there. It's like it was made. There we go. And for all the people who are needing a pick-me-up, we can have water, we can have coffee, and where's my coffee machine? There it is. You know what color we're going? Blue, of course. There we go. We need is one of those water purifier things. And we can probably put some shelving up there. We've got the technology. Actually, do we want it the full width? Stretch it out. Yeah. Get this measure. There we go. That makes sense. And then we can have some cups and some water and some all this good stuff. Now, this doesn't have the glass option, does it? No, it doesn't, which is sad. Fine, we'll just use ordinary. And no, we don't use our cups as pool testing cups. We promise there's no chlorine in our cups. Sorry. We promise. There we go. We don't need a sink. It'll be fine. We do need lights in here. We'll use the same light switches we've got out there. We've got the smaller one. That'll be perfect. We don't need, we probably do need to copy wow. See how bright it is. That's pretty bright. And then what we can do is we can put a blind up here. And we've got the pattern for it. If we use this one, also sort of waterish. Maybe a light blue and a bright blue. There we go. Now, personally, I would probably put pictures of swimming pools on the walls, but we're going to have to come back to that because I don't have any pictures of swimming pools. I'm going to have to get some pictures of swimming pools. But let me know what you think of that. And then, as I say, this is the loading dock behind here. We've got a big trash bin that we can put outside here. Yes, it's very beige. It is what it is. Oh, we've got one there as well. It's fine. We can leave it there. We can probably put one of these outside next to the bin. But okay, we used that on the pool this morning. We haven't thrown it away yet completely. Let me know what you think. For a Friday, it's a little bit quirky, a little bit weird, but hey, it's fun. Should we put one of those pool spout things on a plinth? I think we should. They are so weird, these. Don't know how big we need it. Let's get the big baby out. And will he stay? Oh yes, he will. There we go. Now if only it spouted water. There we go. Pool Supply Company, established 2025. I'll just put some pictures on the walls, and the next time we come back here, as you can see, we've already got some shelves in the bookstore. We're gonna, as I say, have a second-hand store there. I'm not sure what this will be, but this will be a little takeaway store. Let me know what you think, just for the heck of it Friday. So guys, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely weekend. If you've got this far, please subscribe. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.